how I turned a banana flower into a yummy stir-fry dish. So one of my friends gifted me this banana flower, and I had to do some research because I had never heard of it before, but I love experimenting with healthy foods. So there are a ton of petals that each time you peel back, there's these florets underneath, and this is what they look like. This is one edible part of the plant, and the rest of it is in the middle. So within the floret, there's one hard piece in the middle, and then you peel it out and then stick the rest of it in a cup of cool water just so that it won't brown. But y'all, once I saw that there were hundreds of these things and I peeled and peeled and peeled away, I said, this is not my ministry. So I started to peel back these layers and these petals again until I made it to the heart of the banana flower. And this is kind of what it looks like once you get through all of the petals and the florets. So I sliced it up. And as I started slicing, there's a sticky sap that is in the middle that is very nutritious if you do the research on it. And when I tasted it a little bit raw, it kind of gave me an artichoke kind of taste, a little bit of bitter. So you sit that in water just to cut some of that bitterness, and again to avoid it turning brown. So while it's sitting in water, I'm getting the rest of my stir fry together. I start with kind of hitting my garlic because if you aren't aware, once you chop the garlic open and you let it sit for about 10 minutes, that's when the medicinal properties really come out. After that, I sliced up some red peppers and took out the core that I'm gonna save for my compost bin of my kitchen scraps over there in the corner. And then I sliced up some mushrooms because what's stir fry without mushrooms? All right, and then I start cooking. So I get the garlic going, and then I pull those banana flour core out of the water, and then I start to cook that because it takes a few minutes to get it softened. So started to get that with my avocado oil, threw in my red peppers, and next up I just added a little bit of seasoning, so some pepper, a little bit of sea salt, and then my herb of choice was parsley. I love me some parsley. You can put it on everything. So gave that a little stir to get those flavors soaked in, and then I added my mushrooms. I am a mushroom girl. You can never have too many mushrooms if you ask me. And then I added some chives just to kind of give it a little bit of onion flavor. And then this was an Asian inspired dish. So I don't laugh at my soy sauce pack. I didn't have much, so I used that, and then I plated it over some yellow rice that I had left over, and this was the end result. It was pretty tasty.